With the U.S. pledging hundreds of troops to Taiwan in the coming months to train their military in preparation with a potential conflict with China, concern is growing around the military surrounding low recruitment numbers. Well, is wokeness in the Pentagon a contributing factor? Joining us, retired Navy SEAL and the author of The Everyday Warrior, Mike Sarraille. Mike, thanks so much for being here this morning. Great. We'll get to the book in a moment. Congratulations on it. But I want to get your take on the combination of these factors. So we know that China is eyeing taking Taiwan, and there had been about a dozen Marines there guarding embassies and other facilities. Now upwards of 200 additional troops are heading to Taiwan, potentially more. In fact, the White House saying more could be going there to train Taiwanese soldiers. So that's an additional commitment of our military. This, at the same time, has been well promoted. We've got a recruiting problem inside the U.S. military, Mike. You've got the Army missing its goals. You've got the Marine Corps missing its goals. Everyone's missing their goals. Is the culture of the military prepared to take on a task like the defense of Taiwan as we add more troops there?
You know what, Pete? I'm not concerned, and let me tell you why. When I hear about wokeism in the military, I think I have an allergic reaction, much like you and all the viewers listening. But when I speak with former teammates that are still in active duty, the last thing we talk about are progressive, politically motivated policies. We talk about the training. They talk about their pride in the caliber and the men and women serving, and that they're prepared to answer not only current but emerging threats. Now, Pete, let me say this, like in corporate America, the military undergoes poor leadership or poor bosses. They come and go. I served for 4 presidents during my 20 years. We learned to navigate those hard times and focus on the mission instead of the political whims of the parties in power.
You know, Mike, I hear a lot of the same things. You're right. And especially in elite units at this point, special operators, they've been able to ignore a lot of that. But if it persists, if you get a generational change in the view of diversity is our strength, not our unity, could you see a future where those types of political prerogatives really do affect the ability to fight wars?
Yes, you can't deny that if we have a series of political or policy changes that occur over decades, that it could change the lethality of the military. And let's be honest, the lethality of our military is what truly matters. But I will say this, we know why young men and women join. Military leaders hold a great deal of responsibility and authority at the lower levels. And they keep their teams focused on the mission, not about politics and ill-guided policies, and remaining the most lethal force. Now, Pete, to your point, special operations in the last 3 weeks conducted 2 direct action raids on 2 separate continents, Syria and Somalia, eliminating senior ISIS fighters. So that should be a show to China that if you underestimate the will, focus, and determination of the American people, you will do it at your own peril.
Man, let's hope that's how they see it. You're exactly right. These silent warriors across the globe doing things on our behalf that we don't even know about. And yet China also looks at Afghanistan and what happened there and says, well, maybe this is the time to move on Taiwan. But let's get to your book, The Everyday Warrior. Congratulations, by the way. I want to read a quote from it. There's the cover right there, A No-Hack Political Approach to Life. Here's a quote from the book, and then I want to give you a moment to talk about it. You write, quote, "It can be uncomfortable to face your shortcomings, but this isn't a competition. The only person you're competing against is the person you were yesterday. How do you beat them? You let go of the ego. And arrogance can get comfortable being uncomfortable. And surround yourself with other everyday warriors who challenge you to grow bigger instead of making you feel small." So the idea of this book, Mike, is to take things you learned in uniform and allow everybody else to apply them.
Yeah, hey, Pete, we served with some amazing men and women. These are all the collective lessons that I learned from them. The most kind, empathetic, respectful, yet lethal warriors in the world. They provided a framework for me to become a better human. And all I'm doing is passing that on to the American people.
The book is The Everyday Warrior. Everywhere books are sold, you can get it. Again, there's the cover. Mike Sarraille, thanks so much. By the way, you are in Montana, Kalispell, Montana, to open a Black Rifle Coffee, right? A new location?
No, so I didn't make it in, but I wanted to congratulate Andy Stumpf and Evan Hafer, who opened, I believe, the largest Black Rifle Coffee store today in Kalispell, Montana. So congratulations to them. If you're in the area, please stop by and support a veteran-owned business.
You pronounced it right. I didn't. Mike Sarraille, thank you so much. The Everyday Warrior is the book.
Pete.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, brother.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.